Shalom. Start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Well, greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom unto you. Alright, quick video, on my way to camp. Just, thoughts on the way to camp. A little commentary. And basically, one thing we have to be prepared for is there's still a very large harvest that's coming in to this truth, okay? There's going to be a lot of fruit that's going to show up. Now, brother brought the scripture out. I'm trying to remember what video that, it was Elder Yashawama, not Yashawama, Elder Ariella that brought it out. And there's going to be all kinds of tainted fish, tainted people in this truth, so to speak, okay? It said cast the net, and the Most High is going to sift who's going to be in this thing and not. But just understand this, we're going to have to deal with these Jakes, man. We're going to have to deal with Jake. We're going to have to deal with these men that don't know any better, that came in from black consciousness, that came in for carnal reasons, that came in because they want to be a part of something, that came in from other camps, other doctrines, other walks of life. Certain, I'm gonna say, niggas with nowhere else to turn, but they know something more is going on. Nerds, it's not gonna matter. They may speak another language. There may be a confusion of face. We gotta deal with this. Okay, as men of the Lord, as the teachers, us that came in as the first fruits, we have to, sort of the first harvest, the first wave, 07, 08, and then there's other waves that came also. I can't say that was the full harvest for that. I speak as a man. I just know what I witnessed coming into this thing. Different men have come in. There's a very big influx that's still coming, and we're gonna have to deal with it and put up with all the BS, man. A lot of the young men, and even older, didn't grow up with male guidance, stable male guidance. Haven't grown up or can take orders from a man. They're not used to that. They believe they're humble, but they've never been given a strong example of humility. When I say that, I mean because humility is, in my opinion, this is me speaking as a man, there's a strength in humility, okay? There's a strength in humility, okay? And by you saying, you know what, I don't know, or this man is able to guide me in things that I'm not aware of, things that I don't understand on my own. Our eyes are supposed to see our teachers. We're supposed to teach other men so they can teach other men also and repeat that process. Okay, certain things are supposed to happen in this ministry. This was in reference to Elder Yashawamba's How Do I Join Great Millstone video. How do I get into GMS? Well, it's pro-action, right? So how to give orders to somebody and understanding how to deal with this, right? As a leader, give orders to somebody without offending them to where they can't get past their emotion, because maybe they're not at that point yet. And being hard on every Jake isn't always the right way. Some of us can take it, get cussed the hell out in front of everybody and so-called embarrassed or whatever. Sometimes those things happen, but then again, sometimes it'll happen another way. All right? Sometimes another way will be the way it happens for you. Okay? Hey, brother, pull you to the side. I want to talk to you about this. And there's protocols throughout the scriptures. If you have a fault with a man, you go to that man first. Privately, y'all talk it through. It may prove he had not done it, he was not aware of it. It may prove that maybe you saw it wrong. He can give you the insight, y'all can squash it and move on. nobody has to be put out there that way without going straight to, hey man, this brother's this and that to somebody else. No, let's get to the point. Okay? The point is that we want to solve these issues. We had a guy at camp last week show up. He's been watching the truth videos, you know, for a little while now. But he's been watching different camps, trying to figure out where he fits. And the truth about that matter is the fact that, say what you will, he believes Great Millstone does have the truth and everything, but he has a few issues with Great Millstone. If you go back and watch the video on this week's past camp, you know, rape was something. And what's funny is rape, when we bring up rape, in no way do we condone rape. Especially in this society. Rape is not okay. Alright? We don't condone rape here at Great Millstone. We just tell you how to judge the matter. Esau has his own judgments as far as rape and how it goes. Okay? But according to the word of the Most High God, which apparently we must all believe that this is the word of the Most High God and he knows the right way, he has a judgment for it. Okay? And that's just all we do is what we read. But some people can't handle some of the more meaty situations in the Bible and judgments in the Bible. We may have to bear with these men. You know? We may have to see how to seek these men out. And a great thing that Elder Ariala brought up in his video is when you're proactive about your walk in this truth, your walking in your faith, your belief, and things are going to sort themselves out. As long as you stay proactive and attentive to the things in your body and in the body, you know, if, hey, dang, brothers don't have a such and such sign. Here, I'm going to make them a Gadai sign. Here, I'm going to get them a map of this certain region in the world so they can break this down. You know, I'm going to learn about it so I get the right map. I'm going to read this and I'm going to, you know, certain things will begin to take hold in your life, the precedence in your life, that you'll understand how to operate according to your faith, the type of help you are. If you call yourself a historian, well, guess what you should be bringing up? Questions of, you know, us to break down things in history. If you believe, well, in Great Millstone, we have to be all those things. We have to be historians, of course. We have to be evangelists, teachers, priests. Okay? Sometimes just a big brother. Sometimes just a listening ear. Prophets. Okay? We have to attend to all these things in this body. Okay? So just some thoughts that there's going to be an influx of men that will come in. And maybe that's when we see the spiritual power happening. Maybe that's when this persecution begins to hit Jacob and Jacob begins to understand that he's in Jacob's trouble. Okay? Maybe it's when the chip comes and they don't know what else to do. Or they may falter and go take the chip. You know? It'll be shown in the time that the Most High wants it to be shown. And the situation as it should be set up. But we have to prepare ourselves in this time for that happening. If you got 3 men in your camp, or if you got 30 men in your camp, or 300 men in your camp, expect there to be a very large influx. And that doesn't mean everybody's going to make it because they're of the elect. It simply means you're going to have to deal with teaching these men and allow the Lord to sift out everything else that's going on. Okay? We're going to have to put up with some BS. Okay? And we're going to have to correct that BS. We're going to have to nip it in the bud best we can. That doesn't always mean the sharpest sense of the matter is the only way to do it. A lot of times that is the case. Especially if it's someone or a spirit or a personality dwelling in your camp that can become a cancer and destroy your camp. But we cannot let these things fester as well. Okay? Luckily for us right now, we have a small camp here in Vegas. Okay? Pretty small camp, not a real big deal. As far as, brothers are pretty much keep themselves in order. We got good leadership as far as the head of our camp. Excellent brother. Brothers are pretty responsible as far as the way they treat themselves in their daily lives. You know, so we're set up pretty good so far. Now, is that to say that we don't have shortcomings? Everybody got a shortcoming around here, and everybody has learning to do and growing to do. All right, but when this influx comes, we have to be prepared to deal with that, to handle that. You know, decision making according to that. All right, the decision making it's easy to decide, are we about to go eat between 6 men versus we're about to go eat and there's 25 of us. Besides, there's 200 of us. Okay, I've seen examples in other camps on how they handle it. LA being a great example. Brothers break off into the regions where they live, closest regions. Not according to tribe, just according to whether you live in this area, I live in that area. We all heading that way. You live in this area, we gonna go over there. Oh, we live in this area, but we want to do something different. We can, brothers break off and still keep their spiritual conversations going. They still keep their the fellowship going. Okay, which is an important thing in this body. All right, so I just kind of want to touch on that. But we as these that are established in these camps at this point, we have to be prepared for when this next influx is coming. A guy at our camp, right before we closed out, he said, "Hey, I got 15 men with me. We kind of rough around the edges. We some niggas or whatever, but we ain't on no soft shit. We ain't on no go kill them, shoot them up, bang bang. But we about, we believe that y'all the prophets and so on and so forth. And I'm not a leader to guide them, so they look to me like that. Well, I have to go to you now because y'all the ones that know. But those men can show up at the camp this week, tonight. They could be here right now, waiting on us. They could be there next week. Who's to say? But the point being, we have to be prepared to deal with it. Well, just stick to the script, man. Stick to the process. Many souls were added in the days of the apostles, in the Acts of the Apostles, as well as unto Yahushua when he preached. And the more and more prophecy unfolds, the more and more the situation is going to become a situation for us, okay, to have to spiritually sift through and deal with, okay? It's going to be presented before us, okay? We have to have a standard that every man must meet. And if every man meets that standard, it can't be nothing impossible because we're all trying to become better and clean ourselves up to make it into this wedding, okay? That's the point of all of this. We want to clean ourselves up to make it into this wedding. Some men need a lot more soap. Some men just need a rinse off. We need some water, okay? We got to figure out that balance, and I'm talking in the extremes. But we're gonna need that balance, okay? So we have to be ready to answer how we should answer every man. We have to be ready to show these men the direction of this path, this straight gate, okay? And okay, so we gotta address these situations. Okay, let's get down to where you're not getting it. Let's get down to where what you are getting, and we'll figure out from there. If this doctrine is mingling in your camp, it could become if they got a doctrine within them, you got to keep real attendance on those type of things. Okay? But it'll all work out as the Spirit should. Okay? And whoever the Most High has in his hand can't be plucked out, man. So don't think that there won't be, you got to be perfect when it comes to this. We just got to do the right thing, man. Just continue doing the right thing, sticking to the script, sticking to the doctrine. Don't let these weirdo spirits mingle in your camp. Address them, and and give them the breakdowns, have a thorough study on it, pray fast, all these things that are important to us, okay? That give us the advantage in the spirit to be able to deal with these situations. All right? Through the Most High. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that briefly. But yeah, prepare, bro. I can, there's a big influx coming, man. It can be felt in the spirit. You should be able to feel it. You should be able to see it on your comment boards, see it in the views. I know YouTube plays with views and all of that, and subscriptions and whatever. There's an influx coming between some of these famous people speaking on the Hebrew Israelites, between the Covington and Washington, D.C. thing going on CNN, Caitlin Bennett or whatever her name was, and all these other things happening, okay? A lot more fame, good and bad, will come to the men of the Lord, okay? We have to make sure we're walking in that and standing in that hedge of protection and making sure we're examining ourselves and being careful how these younger men are coming in are looking at us. If you're somebody that likes to do a lot of drinking, you're gonna have to cut that back, because there may be a brother that has a real issue, has a real problem. Go get that, bro. Go get that. Go get that park spot. It may be a brother that has a real issue, that you may be able to control it and handle it, but he may not be able to. Okay? If it looks like it's all about getting faded, all about getting drunk. This is not about that. This is all about dealing with the situations within this truth. Okay? And the things that were given to us, give wine unto them that be of heavy heart, and strong drink unto him that's ready to perish. Sometimes you feel like those, but you got to know how to do it in proper measure. Okay? And also to guide men without being a stumbling block before them. Okay? That's the main point, that we don't become stumbling blocks before one another. Okay? So anyway, with that, I'm going to close out. Prepare for that large influx, because it is coming. Prepare for having to clean yourself up a little bit better, because it is coming. Okay? It's a little lax time right now, but that time when we have to truly clean ourselves up, we got to do it, man. We got to show these other men how to do it as well. We've been practicing it for a while, and we got to really get on it now. Okay? And I speak expressly to myself first. All right? This is directed for me. I have to be the example of everything I'm speaking. All right? So we got to hold each other accountable for that. All right? With that, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Awakakudash, that belongs to the apostles and others at Great Millstone, who will well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the hope of the elect. Shalom.